Many leaders like to place blame. This is their default setting. They blame the unpredictable market for poor sales. They blame their staff for missed deadlines. They blame a lack of initiative. They point to bad timing when a project fails. They cite a lack of money as the reason they cannot innovate or grow. This is normal. It is common. It is also a fundamental mistake. This constant search for an external cause is a trap. It prevents learning. It erodes trust. It guarantees that the same problems will happen again and again. The root cause, which lies with the leader, is never addressed. Extreme ownership is the exact opposite of this mindset. It is the simple yet radical idea that every single result in your business is your direct responsibility. This does not happen sometimes, it happens always. To practice extreme ownership, leaders must follow 4 simple, non-negotiable rules. The first is to take absolute responsibility for everything. When a team fails, the effective leader immediately looks inward to understand what they could have done differently to ensure success. A Navy SEAL commander does not blame his troops if a mission goes wrong. In a business context, a true leader asks critical questions like, did I provide crystal clear instructions? Did I make myself available to check progress and offer guidance? Did I give the team all the resources they truly needed to succeed? When leaders look in the mirror first, they find the real, actionable fixes that drive future success rather than wasting time on useless blame. The second rule is to believe deeply in the mission. A leader must understand and be able to articulate the why behind every task. If you do not grasp why the work is important, you cannot expect your team to be committed or motivated. SEAL leaders ask up the chain until they understand the strategic purpose. In business, this means explaining why a tough deadline matters. It means showing how a new process will ultimately benefit the customer. Extreme ownership completely changes how daily work gets done. It systematically replaces the destructive cycle of blame with a constructive process of problem solving. In a typical blame culture, pervasive in many organizations, employees learn to hide their mistakes. They spend more energy covering their tracks. They spend energy deflecting responsibility. They spend less energy finding solutions. They become passive, waiting for explicit orders. Taking initiative feels too risky. This environment stifles innovation. It slows down progress. It creates a toxic atmosphere of fear and distrust. People are not working to win. They are working not to lose. In a culture of extreme ownership, the dynamic is flipped. People feel safe to bring problems to the surface early when they're still small and manageable. They proactively collaborate to find solutions. The focus is on fixing the issue, not punishing the individual. So how do you begin this transformation? You start with the very next problem you encounter, no matter how small. Lead your response with a simple but powerful question. What did I miss? Ask this question without a hint of blame in your voice, either for yourself or for others. The goal is not to assign guilt. The goal is to learn. Then model the behavior publicly. Say the words out loud to your team. I own this. I should have done X. I will ensure it happens next time. Your team will hear the shift in your tone. They will see your new approach in action. This is far more powerful than any memo or speech. They will begin to act differently because you are acting differently. Next, you must brutally simplify your priorities. A team that is confused about what matters most cannot be effective. Can every single person on your team, from top to bottom, clearly state the top 1 to 3 priorities for the quarter? Can they each describe their specific role in achieving those priorities in a single, simple sentence? If the answer is no, then your plans are too complicated. Your job as a leader is to create clarity, not complexity. Distill your strategy down to its essential core. Communicate it relentlessly until everyone understands it as well as you do. Check your ego at every turn. When a team member challenges your original plan, your gut reaction might be to defend your idea. You must fight that impulse. Instead, listen intently. Ask questions to understand their perspective. Be genuinely open to the possibility that their way might be better. Changing the plan based on new information is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strong, confident leadership. Your loyalty must be to the mission and the team, not to your ego or being right. Let's make this concrete. Tomorrow, find one overly complicated process and own the task of simplifying it. Find one team member. Ask their biggest obstacle to success, then own the task of removing it. When a problem lands on your desk, say, "I've got this," and dissect your own role in the situation. Small, deliberate actions, repeated daily, build the foundation of extreme ownership and redefine your leadership and your team's performance. In the end, extreme ownership is not a tactic or a management fad. It is a standard. It is the fundamental standard by which all true leaders must measure themselves. It is a philosophy that creates strong, resilient, high-performing teams. When leaders fully own all outcomes, good or bad, their teams grow confident. They stop wasting precious time and energy trying to figure out who to blame, and instead focus all their efforts on solving problems winning. This creates a powerful upward spiral of performance and morale, impossible in a culture of blame and excuses. This standard will fundamentally change your results. The market will always shift, competitors will be aggressive, teams will face difficult, unexpected problems. These are constants. Extreme ownership lets teams not just survive, but adapt, overcome, and thrive through challenges. Want better performance? Start by owning more. For every challenge, failure, or success, ask, what is my responsibility here? Then act with discipline and resolve. This is not theoretical. It is a practical, immediate call to action. Extreme ownership is not punishment. It is empowerment. It gives you power to fix problems, build a better team, and control your destiny. It replaces feeling like a victim with becoming the architect of your future. The choice is yours alone. No one can force it. But your team's results hinge on this decision. Here is your first step. When a problem arises, missed deadline, complaint, conflict, pause before doing anything. Do not react. Do not hunt blame. Ask, what could I have done to prevent this? Own the answer. Lead the solution from the front. This is the first step. Take it now. Own it all.